start, Burns wrote the lyrics to this tune.
Rabbi Burns.
Ready, Don?
Ode to a Mouse.
1, 2.
Great stuff, guys, here on the Irish. Of course, they have a retired lawyer. We have one less lawyer active in the Cleveland area. JC, what do you think?
Start.
Hey, I do mediation, so
Oh, you're in
So
that
do I,
business
so-
too.
yeah, I don't do them, but I represent the insurance companies.
Remind me to give you a card on the way out the door.
You got it.
Okay, guys, do you want to do something else? Well, let me mention, talk about my golf trips. Seeing that Dale might go on this, you never know. You never know. We talked about that earlier, of course, the golf, but I want to mention my trip to Ireland, which takes place July the 5th through July the 15th. The land price on this trip is $21.75 per person. Now, if you book before next Friday, which is the 15th of January, if you book before that, you're going to get a special deal. In fact, it's so good, I can't even tell you about it. That's how good it is. So I want you to call Tim Vaughn at 216-210-0828, but it's going to be less than $21.75 per person. And you can buy your own fare if you want, or we will buy it for you if you want to also. But we're going to be going to some great, staying in some fabulous hotels. For instance, the Castle Court in Westport. We're going to be there for 2 nights. Then we're going to go on to Galway. We're going to stay at the Merrick Hotel in Galway, which is right on Ayr Square. If you were ever in Galway when the Saw Doctors played there, I remember staying at the Merrick several years ago, and the Saw Doctors were playing in the square right in front of my window. Couldn't believe it. And there was 80,000 people in that square. But the Merrick is right on the square in Galway. Fabulous hotel. And then we're going to go on to the Celtic Hotel in Dingle. We're going to be doing the radio program live from St. James's Church in Dingle, and that should be a lot of fun. Last year we did it live from the hotel in Dublin. It was fabulous, and we had the Mary Plowboys come in and do some live stuff. We're going to have somebody, we don't know exactly what the group is, but we're going to have somebody do some live stuff from St. James's Church in Dingle. And then we're going to go to the Europe Hotel in Killarney, which is the most exclusive, 5-star, best hotel in Ireland, in the British Isles, I would say. It's fantastic. We're going to be there for 2 nights, then go back up to Dublin, and we'll stay at the Doubletree by Hilton on Burlington Road. And that is the old Burlington Hotel, 600 rooms, right there in the heart of Dublin, not too far from the American Embassy. All that on this tour of Ireland. And I like to say that this is a 5-star experience at a 3-star price. A 5-star experience at a 3-star price. That's what we specialize in here on this radio station on all our tours. I want you to call Tim Vaughan at 216-210-0828. Make your reservations before next Friday. You're going to get a real special deal. Some of the people that booked before December the 15th got a special deal. You're going to get that plus more if you call by this Friday. The number, once again, 216-210-0828. And if you want to email Tim, you can do so at tvaughan. I'm going to spell it out for you. TVAUGHAN at salemcleveland.com. SALEM, Cleveland, I think you know how to spell that, .com. tvaughan at salemcleveland.com. The phone number, once again, 210-0828. And remember, our motto is 5-star experience at a 3-star price. You won't find any better. Now, speaking of 5-star experience at a 3-star price, how about going to Ireland with Robin Sulabota? Everybody knows Robin. She was on television here in Cleveland for a number of years. She's still on Channel 5 every Sunday at noon. You can see her. She's doing a financial show at 12 o'clock. We don't get a chance to see it because we just wrap up the program here. But she's going June the 11th through June the 18th for $2,100 per person, based on twin occupancy. She's going to be visiting the National Stud Farm and Japanese Gardens, the Cliffs of Moher, King John's Castle, Bunratty Castle. But the nice thing is going to be several places where you'll have a chance to ride your horse. Get on a horse, ride around Achill Beach, for instance. It's a fabulous riding academy in Achill. They're going to be visiting there. Also several others around the country. And they're going to be staying at some really, really nice hotels. The Castle Court in Westport. Going to be staying at the Old Ground in Ennis, also at the Muckross Park in Killarney, and then the Castleroy Park in Bunratty. It's going to be a fabulous trip, of course, with Robin. We had her and Dan, JC and I had a lot of fun when she was in a couple of weeks ago with Danny Coughlin. Wasn't that a fun show? You know, JC, it was one of the few times that you and I didn't get a chance to hardly say a word.
That was one of the most fun shows that we've ever done, Jerry.
Yeah, and I think we played 3 songs that day.
And there was, was it 46 minutes of talk, I want to say?
With Coughlin and Swoboda, what the heck?
Well, Swoboda, of course, is eye candy. And Danny Chambers or Danny Coughlin is unbelievable.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, he's never stuck for a word.
I can listen to him all day, you entertain you, and you'll be laughing all day.
So also, we have that, and we, of course, as I said earlier, we have the Jimmy Hanlon Tour of Ireland. That takes place July the 9th through July the 17th. We're going to be playing, listen to those golf courses. And I know, Dale, you've probably heard of those. We're at Doonbeg in County Clare, Lahinch in County Clare, Ballybunion, Tralee, Waterford, Waterville and Killeen. And we're going to do a live video. Jimmy is going to do a live video of Ballybunion. And it's going to be shown all across America. So we're going to get we think we have a sponsor for the video, and it will show it all across the country. It'll be shown on Jimmy's program for 6 or 7 months. So anybody you know that would be interested in being a sponsor, it's great advertising. Jimmy's show goes into 80 million households now all across America. So this should be a fabulous tour. The price of the tour is $3,800 per person. We'll be staying at the Trump Hotel in Doonbeg. It is just fabulous. Out of this world. Unbelievable. Just like everything about Trump. It'll be great.
Well, Jerry, you realize with your name going into all those households, people will know where to find you.
I know. That's scary, isn't it? But we're also staying at the Europe, JC. I'm on a serious note here. Don't be making jokes when I'm being serious.
I will button my lip.
So we're also going to stay at the Europe. We're going to be 4 nights in the Europe in Killarney, 3 nights at the Trump Hotel in County Clare. And like I say, when we come back from Ireland, they're going to do all the editing, and then it will be shown all across the country, us playing at Ballybunion. Going to be visiting the Cliffs of Moher, Blarney Castle, the Woollen Mills, you know.
Scottish side. This next song is about a wee little town in Argyllshire known as Campbellton Lough. Campbellton Lough is a beautiful little place nestled on a sea loch, and above the town is a huge, large ridge all the way around the village. And at one time on that ridge, there were no fewer than 13 distilleries.
13.
13.
Not 12.
Not 12.
Not 14.
13.
13.
Wait, I believe that because when I toured Scotland several years ago, I couldn't believe the number, and they were tiny,
Yeah.
small distilleries. They almost looked like farmhouses almost. Go ahead, sorry.
Well, the event that we're going to sing about here was that one night a fire broke out at one of the distilleries. And it rapidly spread to the other distilleries. And as the flames grew in intensity, the aging vats began to burst. And the whiskey began to flow out of the distilleries and down the ridge and through the high street of Campbellton Lough. And the men of Campbellton Lough did what any good Scotsman would do. They grabbed every bucket, every pail, every pitcher, every bowl, every bedpan they could find, every ewer, and ran into the street and scooped up every drop of whiskey they could take home with them. Now, as it happens that night, though, Jerry, there was an English training ship out in the loch, and the captain of the ship, seeing the fire, quickly sent the trainees ashore, and they made short work of the fire, putting it out and stopping the flow of whiskey. And the men of Campbellton Lough never forgave him. And to this day, if you ask a man from Campbellton Lough, would you like a wee dram? They'll say, oh, that's very, very kind of you. But if you ask him, would you like water in that? He'll look at you canny and say, now why would you start a fire only to put it out again? Campbellton Lough.
Very good.
Oh, Campbellton Lough, I wish you were whiskey, Campbellton Lough, aye. Oh, Campbellton Lough, I wish you were whiskey, I would drink you dry. Now, Campbellton Lough is a beautiful place, but the price of whiskey is grim. How nice it would be if the whiskey would stay in the loch for just a brim. I'd rather be down the money I got and I'd be out in the bay. If I wanted to swim, I'd go in for it. I'd be swimming by night. Oh, Campbellton Lough, I wish you were whiskey, Campbellton Lough, aye. Oh, Campbellton Lough, I wish you were whiskey, I would drink you dry.
soon as he gets
You're
microphone
the
squared
you're the
away.
Tommy Scott of Cleveland.
There we go.
Dale.
Yeah.
Dale, those pipes. Would you explain just for a minute? I know you did it before on the program. Explain what's different than them than the big bagpipes.
Right.
We're not blowing up the studio this morning with big pipes.
That's right. You have to be a little loud with the Highland pipes. These are actually called Scottish small pipes, and these were made by a gentleman named Ray Sloan. And what we're using today is a bellows blowing pipe, which is also known as the cold wind pipes. So a little mellower sound, appropriate for a studio, as opposed to the Highland pipes.
Yeah, someday I want you guys to bring the big pipes in here.
We did the first time. You told us not to bring it back.
Put them in the other room. Let's take a chance on it, huh? Blow the windows on it.
We'll put Dale over there in the kitchen.
Yeah, okay. Go to it.
All right, Dale.
Fabulous stuff here on the Irish Show. The trumpet's huge, isn't it? Bob,
Yes,
I know you have a special announcement.
real quick, we'd like to, we know that Cleveland has two great Irish clubs, the East Side Club, the West Side Club. We've talked on that, but we'd like to talk about the formation of a new club, a new society called the Celtic Nations Society of Northern Ohio. It is going to promote the heritage, the history, the lore, the music, the dance of the 7 Celtic nations. And we're going to be having a formational meeting at the Red Wine and Brew on Johnny Cake Ridge Road in Menor on 30th, this Saturday, January 30th from 4 p.m. to 8 p.m. Plaid Sabbath will be playing, the Black Sheep will be playing. Jenny May's School of Highland Dance will be performing, and I have to talk to a couple other schools of dance to get them out there.
So, Bob, I think it's important to reiterate that this is not in competition with any of the other clubs.
No, not at all.
Augmentation.
We want to get along with
Bring more,
everybody.
you bring more
Well,
nations.
there's
into it.
2 great Irish clubs, but there's nothing for the Scottish, the Welsh, and the other Celtic nations that have that type of organization. We think it's time that they start having their place where they can meet, where they can gather, where they can share a pint, and where they can exchange the lore and the education and the history of the other nations.
So again, when is it?
It is Saturday, January 30th, from 4 p.m. to 8 p.m. at Red Wine and Brew on Johnny Cake Ridge. I was just looking at the announcement and I took it off my phone for the address. On Johnny Cake Ridge at 9620 Johnny Cake Ridge Road in Menor from 4 p.m. to 8 p.m. You can find us at www.celticnationsohio.com and on Facebook at Celtic Nations Society of Northern Ohio. And thank you.
Okay, guys. Oh, there's only a few seconds left, so I'm not even going to ask you to start playing. There you go.
We did it. We appreciate it. Thank you, Jeff.